Good morning to you all. This is Mr. Rao. So today I come with a very interesting part of your digestive system, nothing but the teeth. So I do give some introduction regarding the teeth. Thereafter I do go for explaining the internal structure of the teeth. Coming to the human teeth, actually they all get arranged in the sockets of your jawbone. Such a kind of arrangement of teeth within the socket of jawbone is known as thecodont. I said already about this part. But if you take all the animal kingdom, the various types of animals, all the teeth are not get embedded in the socket of a jawbone. They all get arranged in a different ways. So based on how these teeth are placed on your jawbone or within the jawbone, they are all categorized into various types. And coming to the human beings, as I said, these teeth are get embedded within the alveolus or the jaw socket. Such a kind of arrangement of teeth is known as thecodont. I do give some additional information to you regarding teeth of some other animals in the animal kingdom that helps you for the competitive examinations like KVPY exam and all, apart from the NEET. And if you see such a kind of arrangement of teeth in some other animals, based on that arrangement, the teeth are even given a different names. One is Acrodone Dentition. In this case, actually the teeth are placed on the free surface of jawbone, not within the socket of a jawbone. Here is a point. Such a kind of dentition is known as Acrodone Dentition. They are present here on free surface of the jaw. If you see the example of the animals in which the Acrodone Dentition is present is shark is one animal, frog is another animal, and certain types of reptiles are there. In all these, actually the organisms or the animals, the teeth is present on the surface of a here jawbones. That is one thing. Thereafter, plerodont dentition is one more important thing. Then in this, what happens actually? The teeth is present in the inner surface of the jawbone. Such a kind of teeth arrangement on the jaw is known as plerodont dentition. Right? And this example, salamander, which is an amphibian that you know, whenever we study about the amphibians, and if you want to give the name or examples for the amphibians, we do go with a frog is one amphibian, whereas the second one is the salamander. Whereas the second animal is the lizard. In these two, actually you can find out the plerodont dentition. I do give here a diagrammatic explanation also for these three, so it will be more clear to you. If you take here the human being, you feel it as here the jaw bone. Then within the socket, this is a socket within which actually the teeth are embedded. Such a kind of arrangement, as I said, is known as thecodont. Then what about the acrodont and how it is arranged? Now in the acrodont, this is that means the animal jawbone. On the free surface of the jawbone, the teeth are get arranged. Such a kind of dentition is known as acrodont dentition. Whereas I said the third variety, plerodont dentition also. In the plerodont dentition, actually here on the inner surface of the jawbone, the teeth is get arranged. Then this is known as plerodont dentition. So based on these diagrams, you might have understand the three types of arrangement of teeth on jawbone in various types of animals in the animal kingdom. But here coming to this thecodont dentition is happen to see in man, the human beings. Clear? Right. Let us see some more information related to this. And coming to this, the teeth actually present in the human being in a different shapes. That is an important part. And that too, these teeth that grow in the human body in the entire lifetime 2 times. Then the first time the teeth that grow in the human body at the earlier stage, at your childhood time, and such a kind of teeth are known as temporary teeth or the milk teeth or deciduous teeth. The number of teeth here are altogether 20 in their number. Whereas after some time, in between the age of 5 to 7 years span of time, all these temporary teeth will be fall out of your mouth, and again the new teeth that grow, which will be permanent in your mouth, the human beings. Such a kind of teeth are known as the permanent teeth, or they are known as the adult teeth, and these adult teeth are 32 in their number. So since these teeth are growing 2 times in your body, such a kind of here teeth are known as diphodont. Di means 2 times, diphodont. So the teeth in any animal body, if they grow 2 times, then they are known as here diphodont. But this type of diphodont dentition is not noticed in all kind of animals. In different kind of animals, they do grow here 1 time only in their life, and in some of the animals actually they do grow many times in their lifetime. Let us see here that one, which is an additional information to you. And see this one actually monodont. Mono means only one. In this, actually the teeth, they are formed only once in the lifetime. Once in the lifetime only the growth of the teeth it takes place. Such a kind of dentition is known as I said, monodont dentition. The example for such a kind of animals here, duck-billed platypus, that you know, marsupial moles, here sirenians and toothed whales are there. They are all the examples of the animals. Examples of the animals. Actually, the growth of the teeth takes place only once in their lifetime. But there are certain kind of animals are there in which the teeth, it grows multiple times in their lifetime. They do grow number of times. Such a kind of here dentition is known as poly, means many. Polyphyodont. That is one thing. Then example for such a kind of here animals are, one is the fish and the second one is the frog. In these 2 types of animals, the teeth it fall off many times in the lifetime and regrow again. So that is the reason why this is known as polyphodont dentition. So this is some additional information which may help you for your KVPY such a kind of examination. Even the chances of asking even in the NEET also. Right, this is about here how many number of times the teeth it grow in the body. They're all categorized into diphodont, monodont, as well as here polyphodont. Such a 3 types of dentition you can happen to see. Right, let us see and some more thing. And here, as I said here, in the human mouth or in the human body, the teeth, when you happen to see, these teeth are actually 4 different forms, 4 different types of teeth are present, and they do here not similar in their shape, right? They do differ. If you take the incisors actually they're all chisel shaped one, and whereas the canine is a dagger shaped one, and premolars, molars, and when you see all these things actually they do differ in their shape. So having the variety of shaped teeth is actually known as heterodont dentition. Heterodont dentition. The human beings are the best example for this heterodont dentition. We are all having 4 different type of teeth. Whereas some of the actually animals have got the similar shaped teeth. There is no discrimination of incisors, canines, premolars, molars. All the teeth are similar in their shape. Such a kind of dentition here within these animals is actually known as here homodont dentition. Homodont dentition. An example for such a kind of animals, if you happen to see the teeth of the fish, amphibians, reptiles and toothed whales, there they do have got a teeth which are similar in their shape, hence we call it as homodont dentition. Right, coming to the 4 different type of teeth that present in our actually the mouth, oral or buccal cavity. As I said already, there are here incisors is one type represented with a eyeliner, which are chisel in their shape, helps for cutting the food material. Whereas the second one is known as canines. These canines are highly developed in the carnivorous animals, right? Flesh-eating animals like dog, cat, tiger, lion, all these things. They help for tearing the food material, hence we call them as tearing teeth. Whereas the premolars are there, these premolars actually helps for cracking the food material like nuts and all. That is the reason why we call these premolars as the cracking teeth. Whereas the molars are there, which helps for grinding the food material or churning the food material. That is the reason why these are known as the molars or grinding teeth, right? These are all the 4 varieties of teeth that you can find out in the human beings. Right, when you see here, these teeth are arranged in each half of the upper and lower jaw in a order of incisors, canines, premolars and molars, and such a kind of arrangement, and it is represented with a dental formula, right? The dental formula that we call it as. And this dental formula, it includes here in a adult human beings, very important bit, it is 2 by 2, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 2, 3 by 3. But this is in a particular order. The first one is representing the incisors, whereas the second one always represents the canine. Third one is premolars, whereas the fourth one is the molars. This is the way how the teeth are arranged in each of the upper and lower jaw, and that is represented by the dental formula. But when you see the dental formula in here as very small kid, as well as here the school going kid as well as adult, then this number of the teeth are not similar. They do differ with one another. I'd like to give you the dental formula of a 5 years age boy or girl, or else here the age group between 10 to 17 years and adult human beings. This is also very important here bits for your medical entrance examination. Now the dental formula in an adult, here always 2 by 2, 1 by 1, 2 by 2 and 3 by 3. This is what? The total number of teeth that present in an adult are 32. So this is the upper jaw and this is lower jaw, and here each half, then you can multiply with the 2, then finally you do get 32 in their number. But in medical entrance examination, bits will be given in such a way that here 2 by 2, 1 by 1, there they don't give any number here, and again the bit will be given to you in such a way that, and they'll ask you here fill the blank, right, that is given in the bit, and this is the dental formula of adult human being. Then fill the dash with a suitable option, then within the option you can find out 2 by 2 as one option, then you have to place it here. Clear? So this is the way here how the bits are formed based on that, right? Whereas if you take here the small kid, so in the small kid the dental formula is a very important thing. So the number of teeth here are the 20. So below the 5 years, whoever the kid is there, in their body, actually the mouth, this dental formula is noticed. So which type of teeth in a 5 years aged a boy or a girl are absent is my question. Do any one of you answer to my question based on this dental formula? Right. Here the answer is the type of the teeth that absent in a 5 years a boy or a girl are actually the premolars. So small kids, they do not have the premolars. They do have 2 here. That means the incisors, canines as well as the molars, whereas the premolars are absent. Then when you multiply it with 2, then you will get here number 20 in their number, right? And whereas here the school going children like you all, if you take here 10 to here 17 years age span children, generally they do have what the variety different here, the dental formula, the total number of teeth within their body are 28. And the dental formula within them, it represents 2 by 2, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 2 by 2 again. So here, there you can see altogether 28. If you or the students can check your here total number of teeth in the mouth, you can find out 28. But if I check in my body, I do have got 32 number of teeth in my mouth. The reason for that is actually the wisdom teeth are there, which are 4 in their number. These wisdom teeth that start growing in your mouth after 18 years. In some of the cases, they may take time, maybe 19, 20, even after 20 years also they do grow. So after 18 years, you do get a mental maturity. And after 18 years only, these teeth start growing in your mouth. That is the reason why these teeth are known as wisdom teeth. When you get a wisdom, as these teeth are growing in your mouth, so that we do call the remaining 4 teeth as the wisdom teeth. Then wisdom teeth are altogether 4 in their number. Then when you add these 4, finally you do get 32. That you can see only in the adults. Clear? This is the dental formula of the human beings at various age periods. But here I do give you some additional information regarding the dental formula of various types of animals, right? In the animal kingdom. So this is not actually comes under your board examination, but it is an important one for your the medical entrance exam as well as the competitive examinations. And when you see here, this teeth, whenever happen to see, it has got a hard structures and it helps for the mastication of the food material. And that too, when you see the teeth is actually here made up of dentin as well as the enamel. But the very important point here it is, enamel is the hardest substance in the entire body. Right? When you see this one, it is the very hardest substance, not only in the human body, in the entire animal kingdom, it is a hardest part. So I do tell you here now the structure of the tooth, so that you can understand this part in a detailed way. Now I'd like to give you the dental formula of the various types of animals. You see here, there is an animal, rabbit. The rabbit dental formula, 2 by 1, 0 by 0, 3 by 2, 3 by 3 into 2, altogether 28. In rabbit, actually canines are absent. That need to be noticed, because the rabbit is actually a herbivorous animal. It never feed on the flesh. That is the reason why there is no need of canines in the herbivorous animals most probably. Thereafter the dog, when you see here the dog, it has got 3 by 3 incisors, 1 by 1 canines, 4 by 4 premolars, 2 by 3 actually the molars. So altogether the dog has got 42 in their number. And the point, when you see within the dog, since it is a carnivorous animal, the canines are highly developed because it need to tear the food material or the flesh. That is an important thing. Coming to the rat, it has got here 1 by 1 incisors are actually highly developed. And thereafter premolars and molars, canines and premolars are absent within that, whereas the molars are present here 3 by 3, altogether 16 in their number. If you take here cow, sheep and goat, the dental formula it includes. See this one. In the upper jaw, incisors and canines are absent. And here it has got only the premolars and molars. In the lower jaw you can find out incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Here altogether these animals have got 32 number of teeth. Right? These two, it represents, this is actually represent half of the jaw only. So if you want to take the full jaw, upper jaw and lower jaw must be multiplied with 2. This must be multiplied with 2 and this also must be multiplied with 2, so that you do get the final number of teeth. Right. Next to this, another one, the elephants. In this, actually see this, only in the upper jaw the incisors are present. Premolars and the canines are absent, whereas the molars are present. In a lower jaw, incisors, canines, premolars are absent within that. And here altogether 14 in their number. Right? When you see here some other, the cat, animal like cat, in this you can see incisors 3 by 3, canines 1 by 1, then premolars in the upper jaw are 3, in the lower jaw are only 2, whereas the molars are 1 in each jaw. So altogether there you can happen to see 30 in their number. Right. At last you can see opossum is an animal. There you can see here 5 by 4 upper jaw 5 incisors, lower jaw 4 incisors. Here 1 by 1 canine, 3 by 3 premolars, 4 by 4 here molars. Altogether 50 in their number. So this is actually the dental formula of various types of animals that helps you for your medical entrance exam.